Well, hello, hello, and welcome back, y'all. Today I wanted to do something with cottage living. I wanted to build a small cottage. It's not a tiny home, it's a small home. So it's 64 tiles, I believe. No, it's exactly 64 tiles. And I also wanted to not use too much base game. I wanted to use as much cottage living as I possibly could. And then at the very, very end, when I went to do, decor and everything, and I've already, gone through all of the cottage living stuff, debug included, I did go ahead and add a few base game pieces of decoration. So it's mostly going to be cottage living. The gallery is going to show, I think, might show that there is some get together. But I went through the used items list on the gallery and there is nothing in there that says get together. So I don't know where that's coming from, but it is what it is. I couldn't find it, so hopefully it's not in there. Anyway, I didn't know what kind of layout I wanted to do, so I just kind of started building. But in doing that, I wanted to add some furniture pieces in there so I could kind of get an idea in my head as to where and how I wanted it to be done. Once I placed those arches, I realized I can't have an office because if I did an office where I was going to put it, that would essentially mean that there was no door to the bedroom. So I took out the office and decided we're not doing an office because she lives on a farm. She lives on in a small cottage on a small farm, and she doesn't have time for an office and electronics and things like that. So when I was doing the living room and I added the fireplace, I then remembered I wasn't doing electronics. So I was like, oh, good, no need for a TV. That makes my life 10 times easier. So there's no TV, there's no electronics. It's just her little cottage, her chickens and her cow that you'll have to get, and some bunnies and birds. So that's it. That's it. Nothing else, and her farming. So that's all good and done. Don't have to worry about that. Yeah, of course you can add your own TV or radio or whatever you want. That's up to you, of course. I mean, you're probably going to need a computer to do some things anyway, but you could probably go to a library or somebody's house and use their computer or something. So you should be fine in gameplay. I did turn the house around, although I liked to be able to see the front door the way that it was. But as far as the roofing was working for me, it wasn't working for me in that direction. So I did turn the house around, and I kind of like the way this looks a little bit better. It's got like a little side door entry now instead of a front door entry. But that's just me. Sometimes when you build in The Sims, you just gotta change things as you go, change your ideas, change your building, change the size of things, the roofing, everything. So eventually you will get there. It's sometimes it's trial and error, especially if you don't have a clear cut image of what you're doing. Anyway, here in just a bit, we're going to get in the full walkthrough. Don't forget to hit like, comment, subscribe. Just blink. Okie dokie. I'm all done. And I think I did a pretty darn good job, in my opinion. You may think different. Anywho, we're going to start with this gate over here. I don't believe it's a functioning gate. She was right here by this bird's tree thing, and I had her sit on this bench, and she went all the way around and sat on the bench. So I don't think this is functional, but it is pretty to look at, which is important, right? Right. Anyway, here is the front of the home. We've got a little window up here. It's just a one-story home. Got a few little corbels in there and a chimney as well up top. A little bench. I tried to use the mailbox that kind of fit better with this, but it was not functional. So I just replaced it with the base game mailbox and called it done. Here on the, I guess, porch area, I just have the little gnome and the little bunny, both with sunflowers because she likes sunflowers. We have a lovely rooster sitting on top of a watering can, apparently watering the flowers. My apologies, but that's okay. It looks cute. Here we've got this rock thing with a cow topiary because she has a cow, although at the moment she does not. But we're going to pretend that she has a cow, and it's her favorite cow ever in the whole wide world. Got some lanterns here for lighting, got the climbing ivy. This water wheel here does turn even though there's no water. We've got a bike and some mushrooms, and we've got an old little wheelbarrow here with some old plants and the tree. If we go this way in the backyard or side yard, whatever you want to call it, I did some terrain paint with some old worn out bricks. We have the, what is that called again? The flock of wild birds and the bunny stump. I love it. I added like 5 bunnies, 2 chickens, a rooster, and a bunch of little chicks. I tried to add a cow in here, but I could not. So you might need to do that. We've got a wishing well or a well over here, and here is the old water well. A lot of the greenery is debugged because I wanted more greenery, and cottage living on its own doesn't have a whole lot. So I wanted to add more. So I went into cottage living greenery and found all that. We've got some more stuff here on the back patio, a little light. We've also got the lanterns here on either side of the door, the wisteria climbing around. We got a little table here with a picnic basket, a little mushroom stump, and a haystack to sit on. You can sit on them, but you can't sit on them and eat at the table. A little bit more decor over there. We got your chicken coop with the chickens running around. We got bunnies running around. We've got her little farm section over here. These are functional farm plants. These are not. They're just there for looks. So if you don't like them and you want to grow on those spots, you can just delete them and plant your stuff. No biggie. I think that's pretty much it for the exterior. I think it looks pretty cute. I like it. Now, let's go inside. You ready? I'm ready. Here we walk in, and yes, you do kind of walk into this chair here, but that's okay. You can set your coat and your shoes there. We got some pictures on the wall, the blinds all from Cottage Living. Everything in here is from Cottage Living or Base Game. We've got the mantle clock up on the mantle, which I did make the fireplace smaller by 1. I'll have to check and see how the fire looks, but I didn't want such a big fireplace. So I made the fireplace smaller. We'll see how that works. She could not access those books though. So I might change out that rooster and the books. Maybe switch those 2 out and see how that works. But here is the living room, all cottage living. I framed out the door frame here. This is the hallway that leads you to the bathroom and the bedroom. Over here is the little dining area and the kitchen. It is all fully functional. I made sure of it. Oh, I got to fix that up there too. Dang it. Hold on. I went ahead and switched out the rooster and the books. I'm going to check those books here in just a minute. But we walk back into the kitchen, and I have fixed what I messed up. So we've got a little tiny bit of clutter in the kitchen because she only has 1 counter to cook on. I did test it, and she can actually cook on that counter. But this is the full kitchen here. Dang it, I need to paint that wall too. Shoot. We've got the kitchen menu, some aprons. Oh, that's where my cabinet went. I was wondering where the cabinet went. You see it? I gotta fix that too. Anyway, trash can there. I think it's functional because it is sideways. I'm not sure, but if it's not, you can always move it. Fork and spoon over there in the corner, and these 2 pictures there. Now we go into this room here, which is the bathroom. There's not a ton of light because it is an older home. It's an old cottage, but you do have all the necessary amenities as well as curtains to cover your tub, which just has a shower caddy thing there and blinds over the windows as well. So very simple bathroom. And then her bedroom, it's a little bit brighter. It's a lot brighter actually. But I wanted to play with the same kind of green, red, blue, yellow type, not rainbow color, but country type color. She's got a big old collage of pictures over there, the mirror, the phone, a little bit of extra clutter, basket, and her quilts there in the corner in case she gets a little chilly at night. I think this turned out pretty cute. It's different. Not too different than my normal, but I do like it. I like it a lot. And then if we go through this door here, this takes you out into her like farm-ish area. It's a very small farm, but she loves it and she enjoys being out here on her own. She very, very much likes it. So let me finish painting that wall in the kitchen and we'll check and see if she can actually read those books on that counter or on that shelf. All right, Penny, can you just read something? Will that work? Or are you going to say no? Oh, yay, she can. I think it was because, well, that was a bird. I think it was because it was too far into the fireplace, maybe. I'm not sure, but she can read those books. So, yay. And the kitchen is all fixed up. Again, I don't know if the trash can works because I can't get her to check it without actually having, trash. But one thing I do want to fix is this light because it is a little too far over and I need to fix that to make it better. Okay, that's on this one. So that needs to come down just a little bit and I couldn't see. So I'm hoping, yeah, that's the right height. And I think, yeah, that just about covers it all. So I'm going to let her keep reading and we're going to bring the walls back up. As you see, the wheel is turning. There's no water, but I don't know, we're going to pretend it, whatever. Pretend there's water. So you can see we got butterflies. We got birds flying all over the place, which is wonderful. We've got little bunny here. There's the rooster. Or one of those is the rooster. I think I don't know. One of them's the rooster. The other one's the chicken. There's another chicken. The little chicks out there. I don't know why the chicks aren't moving, but okay. More bunnies right there and right there, which we love the bunnies. Oh, she's got to go over here and spray for bugs. There you go. She'll do that as soon as she's done with her book. We've got a back gate over here. Didn't you have food? Oh, you ate your food already. Okay, she's going to have to feed the chicken too. Can I feed all the chickens or does it have to just be the one? Okay, stop reading your book and go take care of that stuff I told you to take care of, Penny. Thank you. And this over here is, oh, look at them run. Ah, they're so cute. I hope there's no foxes here. I didn't place any, so hopefully there aren't any. But we'll see. Anyway, I also did add some lights here to the tree as well. So that's nice. Hopefully, there's just going to be chicken feed all over the place, but that's okay. Hopefully foxes don't come around, but you never know. I do have a fence, so hopefully that keeps them out. We'll see. If you want to download this one and use it in your own gameplay, you can find it under hashtag Cottage Living Farm or my personal tags Lil Mama and Momma-One. But I did notice here I've got Cool Kitchen and Get Together as well, so I need to fix that. I was able to switch out a couple of things. The cookbooks was one of them, and the plant that I had out front here was Get Together. There's one more thing that's Get Together, I think, but I don't know what it is. And I can't do what I used to be able to do where you click on it and you can click on the little icon and it would tell you what was used. Now you can't do that. Oh, okay. Now you've got the little show used items, which is great. Now I just got to find the Get Together one. Okay, I think I'm going crazy. It says Get Together, right? It's the little people. I go to show used items. I'm looking for little people here in all these corners and nothing is coming up. They're all chickens, which is cottage living. I do not see, unless I skimmed over it and didn't see it, but I don't think I did. Watch, I'll find it now, which would be fine, which would be great, but I'm not seeing it, no. So you're my witness. It doesn't show anything used from Get Together. So hopefully when you download it'll be fine, but at least you know I tried. So I hate when Sims changes things or when anybody changes things, it drives me insane. Because then I'm like, where'd it go? How come I can't do it anymore? And then I'm like, oh yeah, there it is. Anyway, I hope this was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Got a little bit of inspiration. Do let me know if you did down below and how you plan on using that inspiration. In any case, make sure you hit like, comment, subscribe. And until next time, y'all, have fun.